Hey, how you doing? It's your boy RTF MARRIO checking in with SRT Media Podcast. I got a special guest in the building today, Miss Nijah Brenea. She's an actress and she also does some other things. We're going to get down to it and see everything that she's into.
Thank you. Good.
How you doing today?
Good. And Nijah Brenea. I think you said Nijah. But Nijah Brenea just in case.
Nijah Brenea, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
So, finally got you here.
I know, I'm here.
I see you got your Atlanta Talent shirt on. Tell us a little bit about that.
So, Atlanta Talent started when, I'm talent in Atlanta. Like, that's what I do. I'm an actress in Atlanta. And a lot of actors, if you're from Atlanta, you're known as Atlanta Talent. But then I thought about, what about all the other talent in Atlanta? Rappers, writers, painters, everybody. So I just want to encompass all of us and for us to represent neither where we come from or we're not from Atlanta, just where we are currently residing, trying to pursue our dreams. And then Atlanta Talent was born.
Okay, I've been hearing a lot about Atlanta Talent.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the Connect series. We'll get into that in a minute. Where you from?
So I was born in Fayetteville, North Carolina, but I've been in Columbus, Georgia since the 5th grade.
I was born in Fayetteville. Wow.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But see, I left when I was young, so I don't claim the Ville. I think that's what they call it. I don't claim it, but I say I'm from Columbus. I feel like my dad doesn't like when I say that. But I've been here most of my life, so I say I'm from Columbus, Georgia.
Oh, man, that's what's up. By the way of Fayetteville.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get into acting?
So I feel like I've always wanted to be an entertainer when I was younger. I feel like when you're younger, you kind of always know what you want to do, but then you're just kind of persuaded into, like, getting a job, so you kind of abandon your talents. But when I was in college, I did like a poetry showcase, and when I was on stage, like the feeling I got from being on stage, I was like, yeah, it was like a high. I was like, this is my passion. Like, I love performing. So from then I started, like, I graduated because I'm like, well, I'm in college, I gotta graduate, got my degree. And then once I was more of like an adult and felt like I could do what I wanted, I started getting into classes and started looking into what I needed to do and talking to people, and now here we are. That was about 3-4 years ago.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Who inspired you as what actor or actress inspired you?
At first, before I really started looking into the craft, definitely Jim Carrey, because I felt like he was just himself, 100% authentically, like a complete goofball. And I actually found out in real life he is incredibly smart and like different, unique, just true to himself. So I really like that because I appreciate the authenticity. And I also love Viola Davis now that I've been getting into it, because she gives it her all. Like, she doesn't act, she's really in the moment. That's powerful.
Those are two powerful people right there, especially Viola Davis. Shout out to our black women out there acting today. How do you prepare for acting? Like, for these roles? For
the scenes, once I receive the script, I like to read it a couple times, just kind of dry, because if I try to jump too quick into acting it, it's like I feel like I missed the little things, which I'm trying to get better at. So just read through it a couple times, and then give the character a backstory. So sometimes the description will be 22-year-old male or 22-year-old female, outgoing, ambitious. But you got to give that character, where's she from? How does she feel? Where are you? What do you see? What's your connect? Like, give it all of that, and then just keep running it over and over. If they say do it mad, do it happy. And just, because you're going to do it the first way, but that first way may be how all the actors do it. So run it a couple times and see what else I can come up with.
What personal experience do you put into a character? Like the things you go through, do you actually put those into a character where you're able to relate to the character and actually display the character better? Yeah,
I used to try to shy away from that because I felt like, what if I go too deep, or like what? But acting is good. Acting is really going there.
That's why we love Denzel.
Exactly, yeah, because they really go there. So definitely with a lot of like romance, relationship type heartbreak, I definitely try to channel any like past hurt or past like exes or experiences. I really try to use that, or even if it's not related to that per se, I may try to take some of that pain and put it in whatever scene that it's in. If I cannot relate, you know, if it talks about like losing a parent or something like that, I just try to emphasize like I've never lost a parent, Lord willing, but, or I don't want to lose a parent, but I said Lord willing, but I just can imagine that feels horrible. So I just really try to, maybe I look up videos and have people explain how they feel. Or I know how it feels to lose someone you love. So I just try to
put that into the role.
You definitely want to put real stuff. Yeah, you do.
Alright, tell me about you acting on TV One. Is that correct?
Yes, TV One.
What did you do on TV One?
I was on TV. Oh my gosh. I was in one of those reenactment series where I played a girl named Nijah Brenea, who I think is currently still in jail for killing a veteran, actually. And I played it. It was like one of those, I was in love with a guy and we both killed her together, so they tried to say she was too young. That was an amazing experience because that was my first time where they put me in a room and fed me, and I had my makeup done, and you know, I wasn't like an extra. People were extras, but I was like one of the main kind of people. Yeah. So that was nice. I just applied online and my stuff looked good, and they sent me the availability dates and booked me, and sent me. And it was a paid gig too, so that was nice.
What other movies and TV series have you played in that people might not know?
There's a YouTube short that I'm in called Enigma. That's on YouTube. That's really interesting. It's kind of like Scooby-Doo, but a real version. It's really dope. Like, there's no cell phones in it. You can't really tell the timepiece. We're like in a war. That's a really good one. What's another one? That's my most recent. I feel like I just did something.
Let's get into that Connect.
Yeah, I was about to say Connect.
Let's get into Connect, because that's what made me a fan.
Oh, really?
A fan of a friend, actually, because it was funny watching a person I actually know.
Yeah.
Seriously acting, and I see how y'all incorporate the independent music into the series, and which is very dope. Shout out to C Black.
His music's dope.
Of course. Yeah, just tell me about your role. Is it Tiffany?
Tiffany, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Tiffany, yes. It's funny because I auditioned for Tiffany and Jasmine Jasmine's a little bit more meek, more shy. So her role was a little bit harder for me to audition for because I'm not meek, I'm not shy. But Tiffany was outgoing, loud, pretty much how I am. So I like booked that off rip. They told me, I think, for the callback, called me right back in and was like, you got it. So I really love Connect because it's working with a small group of people who are just trying to make do, but they are on it. Professional. The writing is nice. We get stuff done, and then when I get the product back, it looks good. You know, like people actually watch it. Like you said, you enjoy it.
It's actually part of my like stuff I like to watch.
Oh,
you know,
thank you.
Stuff I like to watch. You know how you wait on your TV series to come back out.
It's like, when is it? Yes, we are filming too again.
Okay, so that's great.
So it will be coming back.
All right. Well, tell me one actor or actress you would love to work with.
I feel like I already said him, but I would love to work with Jim Carrey.
Yeah, that'd be
I
great.
really would love to work with him, and I don't really know if he don't really be on social media and stuff like that, so I don't know what this man is up to, but yeah, I hope he still, you know, is in the game by the time I make it to the big screen.
Well, Jim Carrey, if you're listening, hey, get at us. Work with you. SRT Media, get at us. All right. What are your thoughts on Atlanta being the new Hollywood? The new Hollywood.
Man, I love it because back in the day it was just LA or New York, you know, theater, New York, film, LA, and those are both two very expensive places to live and make it work coming from wherever. It's hard for people just to jump. So I love that it's growing because it's really exposing how much talented people are actually in Atlanta. And people from LA and New York are actually coming to Atlanta to pursue their dreams. So I love it. Shout out to Tyler Perry because he definitely...
That's what I was going to get into
next.
Have you been there yet? Have you visited?
I have been to the Tyler Perry Studios. It was an audition, but it was only for the slate, which is when they just kind of get your height, your age, and if you're a local talent or not. So that was cool, though. So I have been to the studio before, and then I have auditioned for his casting directors, like top or main casting director is Raven Drummer, so she submit breakdowns on this website I go on. So I have submitted some auditions for her. So I feel like I've auditioned for him. I'm just waiting on my time.
Okay, and I actually do get casting things, so I will be passing those over to you. I'm not ready for my acting yet. But
Okay.
I do come across those types of things. I know a few people, a few filmmakers out there. So, what's your favorite movie?
That's crazy. I love Love and Basketball. That's always been one of my favorites. It's like been one of my childhood favorites, and even as I moved into adulthood, I still feel attached to that movie. And I love Matilda, which was a very kiddie movie, but she was such a smart, unique kid that just made eyes meet. Yeah, it has a good message behind it. Those would be my top 2 movies.
Especially Love and Basketball. That was like
an all-time.
I can watch that like right now. Like I really love that movie.
Yeah, that's like an endless movie.
That's
It never
really
dies.
Movie. And as you get older, you understand a little bit more about actually what was going on. So yeah, I grew up with that movie as well. Yeah, that's a pretty good movie. I
just found out some of Love and Basketball is based on the real life of the director. It's Gina Prince by the Wood, if I say her name right, which is cool, which is dope, and I want to work for her too.
And I want to say Omar and Sanaa started dating.
Oh, really?
Because of that movie.
Wow, I believe it.
Yeah, I want to say they started dating because of that movie.
That chemistry was probably real.
Yeah, okay, let's move on. What's your favorite sitcom?
Right now?
Nah, not
right overall?
Now. Overall.
Man, I love My Wife and Kids.
My Wife and Kids?
It was so, like, goofy, but I love My Wife and Kids. Besides...
All time?
Okay, well, that's like a favorite comedy. I could say a favorite all time would be, what's the show that I was just hooked on? Not Ozarks.
I haven't watched that yet on Netflix.
That's really, really
that's
good.
Pretty good.
I love Game of Thrones because that's not like an all time favorite though. It's another one. It's gonna come to me as soon as the interview ends, probably. So I'm gonna just give it to Ozarks because I'm heavily addicted to that show.
I haven't watched it yet, so I can't really rate it yet. People have been trying to get me to watch it, but I haven't watched it yet. So
it's pretty good.
I will be getting into Ozark. Okay, what type of movie would you like to play in, or what type of role would you like to play that you haven't played yet?
I would love to play a villain. I would love to play either a villain or just somebody that just is not me. You know, it's easy to book roles of an outgoing girl. That's how I am in real life. So I would love to book something that's just somebody maybe that's extremely introverted, or definitely like a villain, just someone that's just like challenges me, and something that's just like way different, and people would watch and be like, I want them to watch and be like, I didn't really like that. It was I didn't like seeing you that way.
Be mad.
Yeah,
like,
then I know I did it.
I don't really like her.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like her, even though it's all acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
people really do dislike people from acting.
Yeah, I don't like Tyreek.
Oh, okay, yeah, he pissed me off.
He done killed his dad out.
Yeah. That was crazy.
But we're so into it.
Yeah.
We feel that. So like we actually hate him in real life, even though it was just an actual movie. It's crazy, man.
That's funny.
Yeah. Have you ever considered writing or producing your own movie or TV series?
I have. I definitely now produce the skits. I do skits. It's inconsistent. I'm trying to get better, but I definitely write and produce those, and they're only like a minute. But as far as a long-term show, someone actually hit me up recently wanting to like write something with me. It's something I want to get into, but I don't like getting into new things without fully having a ground with where I currently am, because then I be having too much going on. Yeah, but I will definitely want to look into that in the future for sure.
Okay. What do you do outside of acting? Anything that you do outside of acting?
The first thing I'm gonna have to say is voice acting, which I know goes with acting, but they are completely different.
Yeah, it's different.
So,
voiceovers.
Yeah, I love
I just did my first one like 2-3 days ago.
Oh wow, yeah, I love
for my clothing line. Shout out to SRT Clothing and Richard and Famous Clothing.
Plug. Yeah, I love voice acting because it bring in money way faster than acting. Acting is like a marathon.
It's just a voiceover.
Yes, and they need you now for this.
Yeah, it's like a drop basically.
Yeah, so it's like anytime you doing something like follow any entrepreneur.
Then it's actually fun once you see it actually.
And you like that's
come
me.
Together, yeah. When you actually see it come together.
So yeah, definitely voice acting, and I'm trying to get into other ways to make money in the meantime. Like, it's like no matter what job I get, if I gotta be at work when somebody tell me to do it, I'd be burning out fast because it's not what I want to do. But I'm trying to do what I need to do until I get where I want to be. But I'm thinking, like, what are other ways right now I could earn income and just to make it to, you know, I can just full-time act. That's really what I've been
talk about some ways off camera. I'm pretty sure I got some ways you could easily make money online.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
On my own time, so it work for me.
Exactly when you want to do it. I understand you bought some gifts for me.
I sure did. I brought you some Atlanta talent. Okay. It's all bundled in here. There's a crew neck in there. Nice, good Egyptian cotton. I don't know if it's Egyptian cotton, but yeah, I got
Atlanta talent.
Shout out Atlanta.talent on Instagram.
That's
it's a nice
crew
neck. It's really cozy.
I'm ready for it to get cold.
I was about to say it's hot now, but it's about to get cold.
Oh, we got some for when it's hot, right?
Oh yeah, we got a nice soft T-shirt.
Oh yeah, that's what's happening.
Thank you.
Feel like my brain. Atlanta Talent.
Oh, we gotta talk about that too, cause we about to rebrand and do some new stuff for the Atlanta Talent. I'm excited. But yeah, and these are car fresheners too. They're jasmine scented.
Okay.
And then my car.
Even your car, boom.
That's me.
Make sure you got your product with your people. Keep your product with you.
Just in case.
You're an entrepreneur. Keep product with you.
Yeah, at all times.
I really enjoyed this interview. This is my first one.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm nervous and everything. So I actually had a good time.
This.
And I didn't think I was going to be able to do it like by myself. Because usually I have somebody to help me.
Oh, okay. I get
you know what I'm saying? But I was actually able to get all this together and do it myself. So
I appreciate
pretty
you.
Good. Oh, yeah.
Like having me there. I'm the first guest too. Like, thank you.
Yeah, and I got plenty of big special guests on the way. No name dropping. Y'all just
have to tune in.
Tune in, man. Thanks for coming to Southern Rap Tunes Media. Thank you, Miss Nijah Brenea.
Thank you. See y'all later. Bye-bye.